Ma'am, shall I start the session? Hello? Hello? Hello, ma'am? Hello? Hello, ma'am? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shall I start the session now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, good noon, everyone. Welcome to the Mastering Up International Conference Series 2025 to 2026. Today's theme is International Conference on Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. Super exciting stuff again. So big cheers to Dr. M.S. Godwin Premi and all our amazing participants. You all rock. So let's keep it chill, interactive and fun, and grab your coffee and let's dive in. Ladies and gentlemen and dear friends, a very warm welcome to all of you. It's such a joy to see you here today for an exciting session on AI for agriculture. Agriculture has always been the backbone of our society, and now, with the power of artificial intelligence, it's stepping into an incredible new future. We are talking about smarter farming, where technology helps farmers predict weather, monitor soil health, and manage crops, and even reduce waste. Imagine like drones checking fields, sensors guiding irrigation, or AI predicting the best harvest time. This is not just the future, it's happening right now, and it has the potential to transform lives, especially for farmers who work so hard every single day. So let's dive into today's session with curiosity and excitement. So feel free to share your thoughts and ask questions, and let's explore how AI can bring a green revolution 2.0 to our field. The seeds of today, when nurtured with innovation, become the harvest of tomorrow. So before we begin Dr. Godwin's session, I would like to take a moment to introduce her. So all right everyone, I hope you are ready for some serious inspiration because today we have the absolute honor of welcoming a truly remarkable personality to our session. So please join me in giving a big round of applause and a warm welcome to Dr. M.S. Godwin Bremi, professor at the Department of CSE, Satyabama Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. With over 25 years of teaching and research experience, Dr. Bremi has made an incredible mark in the world of technology and innovation. She has authored more than 100 peer reviewed publications and completed 7 sponsored projects and earned prestigious recognitions, including the Best Faculty Award from IE and acknowledgement as an academic mentor by IEEE India Council. Her expertise in image processing, computer vision, artificial intelligence, deep learning, and sensor networks continues to inspire students and researchers alike. Today, we are fortunate to hear from someone who not only excels in research and innovation but also dedicates her journey to guiding the next generation of innovators. So let's keep our minds open, our energy high, and get ready to be motivated by her incredible insights and experiences. A true teacher does not just impart knowledge but ignites the spark to create, innovate, and lead. Before we dive into today's session, I would like to take just a moment to introduce you to something that's close to our hearts, TEMS Tech Solutions, a proud series venture that's changing the way we see and use technology. At TEMS, we stand by three simple but powerful values: innovation, excellence, and affordability. Whether it's cutting edge engineering or next gen scientific tools, we believe everyone should have access to transformative tech. As a visionary, Steve Jobs once said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower, and at times we choose to lead with purpose. From digital marketing and web design to AI powered tools, server management, and mobile app development. And our work spans across the industries like aerospace, medical applications, energy, and more. We don't believe in one size fits all. We believe in tailored solutions that help businesses thrive in a world that constantly evolving. As Albert Einstein wisely said, strive not to be a success but rather to be of value. That's our mission. To add real value through strategy, technology, and a mindset focused on progress. But what makes us most proud is not just our business, it's our impact. With our initiative Mastering Up, we are focused on empowering the next generation by equipping students, especially from rural and underrepresented areas, with real world skills for real world success. Because, as Nelson Mandela also said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So, today, as we begin this session, let's not just learn, let's imagine, build, and shape a brighter tomorrow together. The future starts now. At the end, I would like to introduce to the motto of Dr. Godwin: inspiring innovation, nurturing knowledge, and empowering future generations through research and learning. So, I would like to hand over the session to Dr. Godwin, and also thanks a lot for joining us today. And over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good day to all of you, those who are joined and those who are ready to listen the session. Let's start. See, our title is AI in agriculture. Actually, which is in need now because AI everywhere we are talking about the artificial intelligence, which here in agriculture, how it is transforming the farming with intelligence that we can see today. My agenda for the today's session is why AI in agriculture matters and what are all the key AI technologies we have in transforming and few use cases and in the real world few success stories and what are all the challenges we have and what is the roadmap for future. These are all things I plan to cover in the today's session. Let's go with the needs of agriculture today. That is, first we know population in every country, everywhere is growing, growing, growing. So for everyone, we have to feed. So we are expecting by 2050, the world population may reach 9.7 billion. So that will make the food need to increase by approximately 60%. So how to solve, how to feed that much grown population? That is why we have to go for the smarter solution for agriculture. Second is the efficient use of resources. For example, just we can go with the water scarcity because agriculture uses consider the global fresh water around 70% of water is used for agriculture and also the effective use of fertilizers. If you are unable to use means the soil may degrade and there may be some greenhouse gases effect. So many issues are there. So we have to effectively use the resources efficiently. The next thing is the climate change. So our agriculture methodologies should adapt the climate change because nowadays we can see the unpredictable rainfall, season shifting, extreme weather conditions. So need for resilient crops and we have to go with the adaptive farming solutions. The next is the pest and disease control. Consider all the global loss. They lost annually due to pests and diseases approximately calculated approximately as 20 to 40%. So if you are able to detect earlier and if you are able to prevent it, we can get the productivity more because 20 to 40% is a huge amount we lose every year. Then reducing post-harvest loss. This is usually happening in the developing countries like India. Here up to 30 to 40% of food is wasted after harvest because of supply chain management mislead. So if we provide a smarter supply chain management, we can save that 30 to 40 percentage of food. Then the next is the farmer profitability and livelihoods. So you can take any cases, the grandparents and great grandparents, what they have done currently, what the farmers they are getting as the income. So the high input cost versus the low crop prices. How to ultimately make the farmer's lifestyle to change that one into farmer profitability. So AI can, artificial intelligence can optimize the inputs and they can improve the farmer incomes. At last, I want to stress the UN goals, Sustainability Development Goals. That is SDG 2 refers the zero hunger and SDG 13 the climate action. Not only these two, actually these two SDGs are directly focused on the agriculture. So there is a need of smarter solutions. Today we are in need. That's why we are moving towards the AI. So transition to the eco-friendly and data-driven farming. So now you know we need some smarter solutions. Why agriculture needs AI? Already we have seen rising population, food demand, climate change, water scarcity. So just we can compare the traditional and smart farming. Then what is we need the efficiency and resilience. So just you can see the chart. The population increases in billions. Just I have gone the chart up to 2030. Just you can see the food demand. In the same way, just you can see the impact of climate change in the water scarcity because we need the fresh water because of the rising temperature, the heat waves, changing the rainfall patterns, then shifting of the seasons, then glacier melt, then sea level rise. Like this, the climate changes happen that plays a major impact on the freshwater. So because of that, the reduced water supply we are getting. So how to get with the limited water, we can move with the high productivity. So declining this freshwater availability, with that one we cannot say that we are unable to produce the throughput. We have to feed all. So for that one we have to find out the smarter solution. Now come to the difference in the traditional farming and smart farming. Because we need the transition with the AI and technology, by that we can convert the traditional farming into smart farming. Because all over the world, everyone is not following the AI and other technologies, or we can say smart farming. Still, they are going with the traditional farming. To overcome all these flaws, we have to move towards smart farming. So already we had the manual labor, then uniform irrigation and fertilization. Which part in the field requires the fertilizer? We do not know. We will be giving everywhere. And the pesticide, we will throw everywhere. And there is no track and the limited data usage. The yield is completely depends on the experience of the farmers. But what we can do in smart farming, we can make the technologies, we can hand over to the technologies. It will take care. Just you can automate, you can use the robotics, you can go for precision irrigation and fertilization, you can use the AI powered pest prediction and you can detect the pest and you can go for the pesticides only in the particular area. Then you can go for IoT sensors and data analytics. Almost at last we can get the optimized yield forecasting tool. By that, which will increase the livelihood of farmers. Just consider the global market and the research and development in agriculture. Actually, the chart you can see it is the projected multi-billion growth in 2030. So actually, it is considering the US, European Union, and India and Africa. So we can see that there is a growing agri-tech startup ecosystem. Today we can see there are lot many agriculture related startups are emerging. There are already there and many startups are emerging. So let's go little bit in deeper about the AI in agriculture. What are all the core or key AI technologies we have to use to get the higher yield? So the first one we can go with the machine learning models, since machine learning is a subset of AI. And even we can use the deep learning models, since deep learning is again it's a subset of machine learning. So similarly I have mentioned like machine learning models. Another key technology is the computer vision, which can be used in agriculture, then the robotics and automation, then Internet of Things, which can be integrated with AI. Then we can go for natural language processing. Then we can go for geospatial artificial intelligence. Then we can go for precision science. All these key technologies can be used for crop monitoring and disease detection, pest detection and prediction, then supply chain optimization, then we can forecast the weather as well as the yield. What is the productivity we can forecast? Then we can monitor the soil health also, plant health also. That can be done with the help of these key technologies. We can see about these three in detail. First, let us see about the machine learning models. There we can do the yield. Just for an example, I have shown here few only. Lot many are there. I cannot consider all the crops. Just I want to tell you how actually AI is already used. In that part only just I have taken this. So yield prediction using regression or time series. So regression or time series, this is our machine learning model which is used for yield prediction. Whatever may be the crop, you can use the regression or time series machine learning model for predicting. So just go with the regression model. Here I have shown you simple three regression model, which are the very basic regression models: linear regression, multiple regression and polynomial regression. Here in the linear regression, the output is your yield. We have to predict the yield. Yield depends on which variable. Here I have mentioned rainfall, fertilizer and temperature. So our yield depends on some parameters. So just we can model that equation. We can find out for our crop how my crop will give me the output based on the rainfall, temperature, soil nutrient or soil nitrogen in specific. If we want, we can include and the fertilizer use. We know, right, that the straight line equation y is equal to mx plus c, where y and x are the variables coming under the family variables family. But y is a dependent variable and x is a independent variable. Y depends on x, where that m and c, m is the slope we used to call and c is the y-intercept. How much it is deviated, that y parameter deviated from the origin. The same thing here, but here I didn't go with only one dependent variables. I have gone with multiple dependent variables. So my equation becomes like this: y is equal to 2.5, just a sample, plus 0.4 in the rainfall, plus 0.3 in the fertilizer, minus 0.2 in temperature. So our AI model determined 2.5 is the slope. This is the coefficient. This is the intercept. This is the coefficient of the sun. It has determined. So that duty is given to the AI model. So whenever we are getting rainfall this much, or if we give the fertilizer this much, we can calculate, okay, this much I can get as the yield. For that, this will help. In the same way, suppose if you are going for many input variables, this is called as multiple regression. In linear regression, usually we used to go with a single. Then it will be a simple linear regression. So generally we used to go with the multiple input variables. That means I used to say x. It can be x1, x3, x3 multiple. Okay. Here just you see soil pH, sunlight hours, seed type, irrigation levels, along with rainfall temperature, soil nitrogen fertilizer you can use. But what is the output you are expecting? Our crop yield. It may be wheat or paddy, whatever it may be. So based on that, the AI suggested we are getting the yield because already it is modeled with the independent variables. That is the input variable. Output variable is our y. That is the yield we are predicting. In the same way, the another method is there. That is the polynomial regression that models the non-linear effects. That is, for example, just consider yield increases with fertilizer up to a point, then it declines. In the same way, up to certain temperature, yield will be good. If you are keeping on increasing the temperature, it will not. So you can see here model with a non-linear effect. I cannot say that yield will be proportional with the input variables. So for that one, first we have to model it. For that we can use the polynomial regression technique also. These are all the very basic regression models by which we can understand the yield prediction. Next coming to the time series models. Okay. The first one, here also I have gone with only 3 because of the time level. Okay, first one is the ARIM, auto-regressive integrated moving average. So by this method, we can predict the yield based on historical production data over years. The last year, what is the yield I have got? The previous year, I have got what is the yield I have got. So I am having last 10 years. So I'm expecting in the coming year I will be getting. That's why it is considered like time series models because we need the historical data with respect to time. The data over many years we need. Then only we can predict. Regression model is not like that. If we have, we can play with the data. The next one is ARIMA. Next one is seasonal ARIMA. So here you can draw the trend for season. Now nowadays what happens because of climate change, season shifting is there. So based on that also you can analyze. The last year the season spring season starts by June. This year the season should start by June mid after 15 days. Coming year we are expecting again 10 days after. So like that we have to forecast. Okay, from that we have to try to evolve or we have to find out the yield. Okay, sugarcane yield predictions across multiple harvests. That also we can do. That is called a seasonal ARIMA, auto-regressive integrated moving average. Then the next time series model is the LSTM, which is the very well known methodology. Even you can use the deep learning also. Here we can use the time series, climate, soil, then historical yield data. Then you can predict. For example, we can predict the maize yield under varying climate change scenarios. If there is rainfall, if there is no rainfall at all, if there is a change in season, then what will be the maize yield? So here I have shown you only 3 techniques in regression model or 3 techniques in time series model where we have predicted the yield alone. So this is one sample by which the machine learning model can be used for yield prediction. The next we can see the one of the key technology is machine learning, right? So in that one, just we have taken a sample to list few. Second one is the classification models for soil and crop quality. So just you see soil quality classification. So here we have gone with again just I have shown only three. decision trees or random forest. So here what we can see, we can classify different types of soils. For example, whether it is sandy, whether it is clay, whether it is silt or loamy. So based on its pH value, nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, that values we can identify. Then we can identify the organic matters. We can find out the moisture level. Based on the humidity also we can classify the different soil types. So for that we are using the decision tree. The decision tree is very simple. Just consider that for loomy pH is, just consider that if pH is A, then it is loomy. If pH is B, then it is sandy. If pH is C, then it is clay. If pH is D, it is silt. In the same way, for loomy, N will be one value, P, K. Okay, each nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium will be having different value for different soil types. So based on this, the decision tree will be taking just like a tree, if else condition. If it satisfies, it will go to one branch, or if it does not satisfy, it will go to another branch. That's why it is called like a decision tree. So random forest is simple, very simple. In the forest, we will be having many trees. Just like multiple decision trees will be there, but you are randomly choosing. It is used to predict. Here, for example, we have used for soil quality classification. Say example is predicting soil fertility as whether it is high, medium, low. So in the three class, so your result will be, it will be giving whether this particular soil comes under the class high or medium or low. Based on that it will go. Second one is support vector measurement. See, it is used for the texture classification of soils. Here I have taken the example with that. Not only that, we can classify the leaves, many things we can do. Only few examples I am showing here. Used for texture classification. Texture, I think you can understand. Take a sand, take a wood, take, see the ball, see the glass, touch and feel. It will give you different smoothness or sharpness to your hand.
Okay.
That is your texture. Okay, so it is used for texture classification of soils from lab test data. So already you are having the data for the soils which are tested under the lab conditions. Already we have tested. Now from the soil we have to identify these soils are having nutrient rich, these soils are not suitable for cultivating now for this particular crop. So we have to classify like nutrient rich, nutrient poor. So for the support vector mission is one of the methodology by that we can do it. Not only binary class here, because we are having one is rich, another one is poor, nutrient rich, nutrient poor. So only two classes. Even we can go for multi-class also, just like the previous high, medium, low, or poor, like that you can add. So that also you can. The next one is, it is a very basic methodology. K nearest neighbor. Classify soil samples based on similarity with the labeled historical data. Just it will check the data. Okay, already I am having a lot of historical data. Now I have got a new data in my soil. Just I am comparing with the historical data, which is closest, right? That one I am taking. Okay, that is the idea behind the K nearest neighbor. Is the soil sample suitable for your practice? So just check the soil conditions. Just I will be comparing with all the neighbors, that means which is closely associated with my soil data values. Okay, based on that the decision will be taken whether it will be suitable for wheat or rice. This is one example. Okay. Another one example. This is for soil quality I have given. Another one we can see the crop quality. Okay. The CNN is widely used actually, which is the image-based classification. CNN is convolutional neural network, where we use the images of the crop as the input. Whether it is the leafy vegetable or the fruits, you can use the images of that one because you want to identify the quality of the crop. Let it be if it is the, just consider that it is the capsicum vegetable, or just consider tomato or apple. Just take the fruit images. If it is cabbage, you can consider the leafy, or even you can identify the diseases of the leaf also using this qualification, using leaf or fruit images to classify the quality. See example, healthy tomato versus diseased tomato versus deficient tomato. I think you can see the difference between these three. What is a healthy tomato? It is rich in nutrient, it is good, it is ready to consume, ready for consume. So you can directly give it to the market, the people can get and they can consume. What is the diseased tomato? It is affected by some diseases. Some infection is there, either bacteria or fungal disease due to some pest. It may be affected. Some it is disease which cannot be consumed. Then what is the deficient? It can be consumed, but the nutrient is not rich. The nutrient, then there will be a lack of or deficiency of nutrients. So we can classify the fruit or the vegetable or any crop quality based on this also, whether it is healthy, diseased or deficient. Then another, here we can go for CNN, which is widely used convolutional neural network model. The basic type is the naive-Bayes classifier. Using the crop grade, one example just we can say, predicting the crop grade, grade A, grade B, grade C. Just you see, you are having baskets of apples. How will you identify that this is a grade A apple, this is a grade B apple, this is a grade C apple? First you will check the color, then you will check the size of the apple, then you check whether there is any other color or any deficiency, or just you check the outer appearance of the apple, right? So not only size and color, the moisture and the taste you check for the crop. So using this technique, Navier's classifier, what we can do, not only Navier's, even you can use CNN models. This is another model, that's all. You can go for grade classification. This is best. Grade A. This is somewhat okay. Grade B. Grade C, it is poor. Right? Another basic classification methodology is logistic regression. It is not the regression that is linear regression. Here it is the logistic. Logistic, in another word, remember that, use the binary logic. Binary means 0 or 1, yes or no, true or false. That is the logic. So here we can go for the classes, binary classes. Using the logistic, even we can have the multi-class also. For example, if you are having the class like good, very good, excellent, right? We can have binary, multi-class, quality classification, export grade versus local market grade. This is a simple example where we can use the machine learning models to identify the different classes. Your sample is coming under which class? Whether it is a soil or whether it is a crop, whether it is a fruit, you can go for these type of models. All these models can be, either it's a decision tree or a logistic regression, can be run in any system because all are available with the open source, the codes are available and you can implement. The next core technology, the first we have seen about the ML or machine learning and deep learning. The next one is the computer vision in agriculture. How computer vision is used in agriculture. First, we can see the same thing what we have seen in deep learning or convolutional neural network. Along with the computer vision, it can use. Computer vision is nothing but simple image processing when we are going with little bit advanced level. That is called as the computer vision. Advanced image processing. Because in basic image processing, we cannot do what machine thinks we cannot do. So we need something advanced. That is the computer vision. So here, let's see CNNs for disease detection. How the convolutional neural networks are used for the disease detection. See, for example, just consider that we want to identify tomato leaf disease. How will we do? First, we will be collecting all the tomato leaf disease. We are not worrying about the tomato fruit or that vegetable disease. We are worrying about the leaf disease. So we have to collect all the leaf, all the types of diseases which are all affecting the tomato leaves. First, we have to collect the data. Okay, so just consider that the CNNs, that is the convolutional neural network, they are trained on the available data set, right? Here you can see the plant village data set, which is having all the tomato leaf diseases. So there we have the early blight, late blight, and septoria spot, yellow leaf curl virus. All these are the diseases, early blood, late blood bacteria diseases and fungal diseases and virus diseases you are having. So now what you are doing, you are teach the CNN to know about the diseases occurs in the tomato leaves with the help of this data set. Now, for a new tomato leaf, just I want to check whether it is healthy or whether it is affected by any leaf disease. What will I do? I will give it to the CNN. Just check and tell. It will give. Okay, it is healthy. It is not affected by anything. Accuracy of this classification actually we are getting often more than 95%, but not 100%. Okay, we are getting, you can refer many papers, we are getting above 95, 95 to 99, but not 100. The next example we can go with the rice disease detection. Actually, in the rice, we can have, this is rice means, remember it is the paddy plant. Because generally we used to call as rice. Don't consider that what we consume, not that one. Rice here it is the paddy plant, rice plant. Commonly used, that's why. Rhiza sativa. Okay? That paddy plant. Detects brown spot, leaf blast, bacterial leaf streak. There are so many diseases are available. More than 20 diseases are available. More than 15 nutrient the deficiencies are can be visualized in the rice leaf, right? So here just I have shown you only few defects only. So you can use the CNN. Already proven CNN types are there. That is ResNet and BGG. BGG now we have got the version 11. Even you can use in the mobile apps that one, and you can get the prediction accurately. The accuracy is very good here. This is for rice we have talked about. In the same way we can use for wheat crop. Actually, not only BGG, even mobile net, the version 3 is also very good. Even Inception B3 is also very good. These are all ResNet, BGGNet, Inception B3 and mobile net. All these are the different types of CNN. Even if you want, you can build your own CNN. By that, you can make whether your CNN is able to identify different types of disease, whether it is able to classify different types of disease. Okay, actually, this mobile net and Inception B3 they are using the transfer learning also, because we are keeping some layers already just will freeze, will not train every layer because for the faster deployment. Next, in the same way, what we can do is for fruit quality and disease, as I said, for rice, tomato, and wheat, even we can have for apple disease. It identifies the apple scab, black rot, cedar rust. You can see the color difference. Black rot, there you can see the daughter-like structure, and the CNN model you can build with the scikit-learn, or you can go for TensorFlow, or you can go for Keras. And even suppose if you want to identify the, or that also, if you want to monitor that one, that also Apple Launcher, that also you can. Then coming to the banana leaf, it is actually, you can wonder, banana leaf is very big. How will you capture that one? How will you identify the diseases? Because it is very big, not like tomato or rice or wheat. It is just a single banana leaf is very big. So how will you capture? There itself is the problem. So here also you can have different varieties of diseases and nutrient deficiencies. Black zigota, fusarium wilt, banana. Because again remember, these three things will be affecting almost all the plants or crops. Fungal diseases are there, bacterial diseases are there, and virus along with sometimes pest. Okay, so here when you are going for any application, you have to select a suitable CNN when you are going for real-time detection on the devices. Suppose if you are connecting with the cloud or in the edge, through that you are doing means, just you select which is suitable for yours. And if you are connecting with the cloud means, better you select the lightweight CNN, it will be doing good. And not only this one, what you can do in the computer vision is you can go for the field deployment, whatever I have said for banana. Using a drone, can you capture a banana leaf of a single plantain tree? How much time it has to take the photograph? So, how to process it? So the drone based CNN detection. So you can use the unmanned aerial vehicle to capture the high resolution images of the craft, and from that one you can use the CNN model, convolutional neural network, which will identify the disease patches. But the same methodology or same CNN or the capturing methodology will not be used for all the crops. So if consider the mango tree, how will you capture the leaves? For the paddy plant, how will you capture? Even when you are going for the small drones, if there is a windy place, again there will be a problem. So when you are going for a field deployment, we have to consider all the challenge and we have to address. Then we are having nowadays these smartphone apps. Even my one of my PhD scholars, she has developed the app and it is displayed in the Play Store too. Farmers can click the photo, they can capture the photo in front of the plant, they can go and they can capture, and immediately the app which is using the CNN, it will predict the disease, as well as it will give the suggestions for the fertilizer or the pesticides or what else you can do, that also it will. This next is in the computer vision, that is the segmentation for wheat versus crop. So actually, most of the crops, the yield is reduced because of this weed. So it is necessary to control the weed. But the identifying the weed and removing, that is segmentation for weed, because that is very tough. Just consider the rice, the paddy field. The weeds are also growing along with the paddy plant. How to identify or only segregate that alone and to read. Okay. For that, we are using the advanced image segmentation techniques. That's why we are considering the technology of the computer vision. So there you can go for the unit architecture. Already it is there. It is popular for pixel level classification. Once you have captured the image, pixel level classification you can use segmenting beets from the sugar beet crops. This is simple example I have given. Even for banana or paddy or whatever may be the crop, we will get the beet. We have to remove. So what you are doing, you are using any CNN or unit you can go with, then you can mask the recurrent CNN. That also you can use. So what it will do, it will detect and segments the weed patches from the crop plant. Just you consider that um, there is banana plant. There are lot many grasses near the stem, which is near the soil. Just you consider that there are lot many grasses. Now for the banana crop, we can consider these grasses are the unnecessary things, and it is a weed. Just consider, okay. So that has to be removed. So what you are doing, you are capturing that one. So you have got the input image. That one you want to separate the banana stem or banana portion, plantain or plantain portion, and the weed, the grass, right? Then it is easy to remove. Okay. So there you can map correctly where the weeds are present. Then you can easily you can do that. Okay. Then, for example, we are having actually deep lab version 3 and version 3 plus, where we are having the high accuracy semantic segmentation also, where we can in this one we can segment the maize leaves and the invasive seeds, where we cannot separate the maize leaves and the weeds. Both will look alike. So, how to do the segmentation? How to separate it? It will be similar like maize. So for that one, we need the high accuracy semantic segmentation. You can go for even deep lab. See, again, what are the practical use cases we are having? Precision spraying, robotic weeders, and crop health monitoring. Drones use the segmentation maps to spray where we have to spray. Let it be a fertilizer or a pesticide. The pesticide is not necessary to spray on the entire area. So we can select that and we can spray. Then the robotic weeders. So once we have identified the weed patches, we can equip or we can use the robots which can be embedded with the segmentation AI. So you can mechanically remove this weeds without harming the crops. For that we can use the robotic weeders. The next is the crop health monitoring. So what you can do, we can the segmentation. From that one we have done the crop. We have segregated the crop alone. So we can see the crop canopy and the entire widespread of the crop also we can see. From that one we can analyze the growth of the crop. From this it is easy to identify the yield. Okay. So the last one is using the computer vision, which is coming under the AI. Okay. So drone based real time vision. Just you see how actually it works. First we have to capture the image, right? So the problem is, just consider that a paddy field, if the drone flies over a 20 feet high, whether it can capture a single leaf, even though you are using the resolution, all the leaves, whether it will be captured, then how we have to do in the same way. Remember the wind or the other environmental conditions are during rainy season, how to capture that. So your drone has to be equipped with high resolution cameras, that is imaging sensors or hyperspectral sensors or real image or real true color, that is RGB, true color image cameras or multispectral cameras. Based on the application you can go with. Then what you can do, okay, now the drone has collected the images, then you have to process it. Everything we cannot dump it on the drone because it will be having minimum battery. So what you can do, either you can do it with onboard GPU you have to do, or we can directly give it to the cloud and you can do, or you can use the Edge AI. So you can go for onboard GPU or Edge AI model which runs the CNN or the segmentation model. Then you can go for the analysis or classification, whether it is the healthy or the stress crops we can check. Based on that one, we can trigger the action. See, like this, we can use this one for crop health monitoring, weed detection, pest disease detection, yield estimation, and autonomous precision spraying. These are all the examples I have given where we can use the computer vision in agriculture. The third key technology is the robotics and automation. Actually, we are having the autonomous tractors and drones. So actually, the tractors will be used, and they will be using the GPS global positioning system and the lidar technologies as well as the computer vision technologies for autonomous navigation, as well as the drones may be pre-programmed with flight paths. Here and all you have to go. This is the map. This is the route to avoid the obstacles, collision. Then the same way, if we can consider what are all the sensors we can embed with these tractors or drones, and what are all the AI models we can use. We can have the soil sensors or cameras. They are nothing but the imaging sensors. Suppose if we want to know about the climatic conditions, the weather data, the sensors relevant to that, when we can incorporate in the tractors or drones. And already a model is embedded over there. With that one, it can take the decision. And since it is the autonomous, what you are doing, if the condition is this, if else only, if else statement. So autonomous tractors, it can automatically decide it will do. Can go for plowing, sowing, harvesting with minimal input. And even drones can be used for the crops for spraying, seeding you can use, monitoring, spraying the pesticides, not only water, pesticides, fertilizers, then monitoring for pest detection you can use. Apart from that one, this can be this tractors and drones can be used via a interface for farmer, because interface can be either web based or the mobile app based. So the dashboards will give you the farmers about the progress. So even the farmers, they want to hire the tractors or drones, they can do. So the farmers can intervene remotely if they need that one, because in the mobile app they are looking into, or in the web portal they are looking into, from that one they can do. See few examples which is used, just I have given John Deere autonomous tractor and CNH, the autonomous ACT, it is mainly known as ACT, CNH Industrial Autonomous. These are the companies. Then Kubota Smart Tractor and the drones. These are all widely used. DJI Agros T48 drone, which is used for spraying and road planning. Just to see, it can cover up to 40 acres per hour. Just within a 60 minutes, it can complete 40 acres. Just imagine. Okay. Then XAG B100 drone, which uses the real-time vision with the AI for precision. Then actually Blue River Technology, another this company, they are having the CN spray technology just like the John Deere. Here also they are having just the examples just I have told. Then coming to the AI-driven robotic arms for harvesting, I think you have seen so many YouTubes or the clips, reels, where the robotic arms are used to pluck the vegetables or fruits. Yeah, while for the harvesting in Israel or in many countries, they have started using the AI-driven robotic arms. See, actually how they work, first it will use the cameras, it will identify the, it will get the image, then it will go with the CNN, or I can say the AI algorithm. It will detect whether the fruit is ripen or vegetable is ripen, whether it is ready to harvest, whether I can pluck or not. So that decision will be taken with the help of computer vision and AI, then detecting red ripe strawberries among the green ones. Then from that one we can go with the decision making. Then the robotic, the based on the decision made by the AI, the control is given to the robotic arm to the grippers. That is the end effectors. Whether you have to suction or whether you have to cut whether you have to remove that, everything will be handled based on the actuator, the uh, control signal which is given from by the AI model. Then the last one is the automation and integration. All these things are integrated on the robot because it is the robotic arm. It will be mounted on the robots or the autonomous vehicles or drones, which reduces the minimal human supervision. By that easily you can do. So this is few examples. Just you can see where we are having in Belgium. You can open the net and you can see the Ruby on the strawberry picking robot, and Israel you can see the apple harvester, and it is the agrobot. Then dog tooth technologies robot. It is also available to harvest the soft fruits. Not only the bigger one, raspberries and blueberries can be harvested using the computer vision and AI-based robots. For that, they are using the dog-tooth technologies robot. Then again in UK, you can go for robotic lettuce harvester. That is like the leafy vegetable. You can have this. Okay. Apart from these three key technologies, we can have IoT with AI integration where we can fuse all the sensors together and it can be connected to the edge AI for the real-time form division, sorry, decisions. Another technology we can have the natural language processing for voice-based farmer advisory and also for
தெரியல
the
போயிட்டே இருக்கேன்.
chatbot with the different languages because it may
4 மணிக்குன்னு
help
சொன்னாதான் அவங்க
the
செஷன்
farmers if
போயிட்டு
it is given
நிறுத்திட்டே
in
இருக்காங்க.
their regional language. Then
இன்னைக்கு
another key technology is the
வச்சுக்கோமா.
geospatial AI where the satellite and
டிக்கெட் எங்கே
unmanned aerial
போவாங்கன்னு
vehicle
எங்கே
will
போகிற
help you
பார்த்துருக்கோம்.
to get the images. So with the help of the remote sensing images, we can map the area for zoning. And based on that, we can do the harvesting or you can spray the fertilizer, etc. That applications we can do. Then another technology is the precision farming, where we use the smart irrigation using AI along with the IoT. Together we can have, then it becomes the precision farming. So let it be it is potato. For that one, what are all the conditions are just consider the water level, how much you need, and the nutrient level, how much it needs, humidity, how much you need, temperature. Everything will be calculated and it will be given using the IoT and it will be combined. Okay, so that is called as the precision. Using that technologies, actually, you can do the crop monitoring and disease detection, pest detection and prediction. Then the last one is the supply chain optimization because we have harvested and it has to be given to the market. Otherwise, whatever the farmer has got, they will not be getting the good profit. For that, we can go for logistics and reduce the post-harvest loss. We done with the help of AI and with the help of blockchain, we can have the supply chain optimization. Also, uh, one of the key technology where we can implement AI in agriculture. Then another one is weather and yield forecasting because the yield forecasting will make sure the farmer to go for or not. Okay, because AI can predict the weather, so we can use the AI climate prediction models and we can use with the help of that one you can predict the yield. By that we can forecast what will be the profit that for that farmer. In the same way, with the help of the remote sensing images, we can analyze the soil health monitoring also, which helps the farmers. Okay, these I will finish it within 5 minutes. Okay, these are all the success stories by the companies. You can see John Dee's See and Spray precision herbicide. Just you
ட்ரெயினுக்கா?
can see, you can go with this link and you can see this is the
ஒரு
see
நாளைக்கு
and
வச்சுருக்கோம்.
spray. It will look into identify whether I have to spray or not. That decision is taken by this autonomous tractor. Okay, then IBM Watson decision platform. Here you can go for predictive analytics. This is
போயிட்டு
the video.
ஈவினிங்கு
You can build your own. It
ஜூஸ்
can take the decision based on how you build. Then again the Blue River Technologies, it is AI farming robots which is also having the see and spray tracker. Then here I can show you few Indian agri-tech startups also. These are all the famous one, Croppen, Fossil and Bihar. Just you can see actually Croppen focuses on AI and data driven uh, software as a solution. Okay, this is a cloud solution which is giving the global agri business. Then it digitizes the ecosystems and it provides the optimal crop production and farm management using the mobile apps. Okay, here also it is giving the AI and data to provide the real time climate. It is giving and it is providing the yield prediction that is very very important. Then coming to the FASE, which is giving the precision agriculture to improve the accuracy, eliminate guessing, and increase profitability in farming. Then actually it is also using the IoT. Coming to the DHAR, it is at the online community and which gives the end-to-end solution for the farmers. The farmers can be connected. It's very simple. Just it is a portal, just it is a community. They can ask the questions, they will be linked. Connect the farmers with the market, technology and knowledge and they are making them to get higher profit. Actually, it serves the farmers from the grassroots level. Okay. So these are all samples only I have shown you. So just you can see the AI helps in small holder AI mobile based solution also in India. Actually, we have for low cost advisory, for better input management, for reduced risk from the pest or climate change, then how to access the market directly. For these, actually, we have the smallholder AI. That is the AI mobile solutions which are available in India. Then apart from this, actually we have a lot many challenges, but few only I have the data scarcity. Before building an AI model, we need the data set, the history of data. Again, if you are not having, that is a challenge. Then there will be a problem with edge and the edge versus complicated. So we have to have the optimal solution for that one. So whenever we are going with the data set, we have to consider the ethical and socio-economic also. And if yeah, whether the farmer has to adopt means they have to train and they have to come over there, then only they can go there. What are all the innovations we can do here is we can use the digital twins for forms, digital twins, then easily we can understand and we can estimate the yield. Then the quantum AI for forecasting we can do. Then even for the seed design we can use the AI with the synthetic biology. That also you can do. These can be the future innovations. So at last, I want to say that AI can reshape the agriculture end to end with the higher yield and higher efficiency and sustainability. So in 2025, already small farms are now started using the AI in the lower level. So we are expecting by 2030 fully autonomous farming ecosystem, and in 10 years we are
Irda.
expecting we will be getting the climate resilient agriculture. Okay, with this I want to stop. If you have any doubts, let me know.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. So, I have some questions. So, I ask now?
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, great. In my first question, what role can AI play in reducing food waste across the supply chain from farm to market?
In the waste you are asking, right?
Yeah, yes.
See, just you consider that first the quality is very very important. In the quality aspect, if you are seeing, I think you have seen in apples or in vegetables, they are placing some stickers, right? What for actually they are doing? This is harvested from that particular form, right? So here we have to showcase that that particular farm is having the higher quality product. The same way in the supply chain from that one, the quality of the food or I mean the fruit or vegetable taken from a particular farmer, it is taken for the particular amount. It has to be directly given within that period whether it is directly taken from the farmer to the end user, not only to the market, to the end user, the continuous chain has to be monitored, which is coming under blockchain along with the AI. Because the blockchain will help you to link from the start to end. So from where you have, I mean, let it be the farmer one, he is producing the apple or the rice. Just consider the rice. So now we are in Chennai. We want. So the farmer is in Tanjore. He has got that rice. After production, after he has got, it is it has to be given to the AI that whether it will be analyzing. Okay, what is the amount he has got, what is the quality of the product, and it is having 1,000 bags. One bag is going there, and another bag is coming. Let it be 100 bags are going to Chennai, 100 bags are going to Bangalore. Like that, it will be checking everything. It is already fed. And in the same way, just consider that it is mentioned like the rice quality with that particular name, and it is checked till the end. It is reached the market whether it is uh, following the same flow. In between, the chain is missed means the quality is missing. So once the quality is verified, the farmer is able to give it to the market via the AI plus blockchain. He can claim his product as high quality and he can get the profit because there will not be any intervention, because actually now in India actually we are not following the complete AI plus blockchain. Only we have started now. Okay,
Yeah.
anything else now?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. That's my last question. How can
Okay,
small scale farmers adapt AI tools affordably to compete with large scale industrial farms?
very simple, ma'am. Just
Mm-hmm.
consider that if a farmer is having only half an acre, even actually now in many places they can hire the drones, they can get the images. See, instead of spending one full manpower for spraying from morning to evening or 2 days or like that, they can finish the work within half an hour or 1 hour, they can complete it. That is one smarter solution. Suppose if they have identified that there is a disease in their crop, directly they can, for that one only I have shown you about this one, I have told you about the third startup, right? So that will link the farmer to the community. There are so many mobile apps are there, web portals are there. They can directly link. It is free of cost. It will be connected. They can take the image even in their mobile and check. They can check. It will be giving the solution. It is giving that this is the disease. They are giving the suggestion also. These are all the things you can do. You can go for these type of fertilizer, or you can go for intercropping method or something else. It is giving some advice they can follow. That and all free of cost only. The lower end farmers they can use. No need to
Thank.
purchase the drones and all. They can even find hire.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the useful answers. They have been really helpful in clarifying the topic. I hope the participants were able to follow along and understand the key points shared. Your insight have certainly value added to this session. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the close of this today's inspiring session, it's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. On behalf of everyone here, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. M.S. Godwin Premi for gracing us with her presence and sharing her wealth of knowledge. Your insights into artificial intelligence, deep learning, and innovation have truly opened our minds to new possibilities. With over 25 years of experience, 100 plus publications, and groundbreaking contributions in research, you are not only a distinguished academic but also a true mentor who continues to inspire countless students and professionals. Your journey from completing prestigious sponsored projects to receiving awards like the Best Faculty Award and a recognition from IEEE, has set an example of dedication, excellence, and leadership in academia and research. So, finally, I would also like to thank the organizers, participants, and everyone behind the scenes for making this session possible. So, most importantly, thank you once again, Dr. Premi, for your valuable time, wisdom, and encouragement. We look forward to many more opportunities to learn from you and be inspired by your remarkable journey. So, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Definitely, we will meet in future collaborations also. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Take care. Bye bye.